What's up, my good YouTube? I haven't posted a talking video because I just didn't really have the time to because I haven't been home. You know, that's not an excuse, but it's all good. I've just been posting shorts. But you know, for this video, I wanted to talk about evolution and change because I feel like I am in a changing transition right now. Where I haven't been able to sleep, you know. And you know, during this time last year, I was experiencing the same thing where I couldn't sleep and I feel very like exhausted from the inside. But it's not like a sleepy exhausted. It's like I'm exhausted, you know? Like soul fatigue, whatever you want to call it, whatever. So just wanted to make this video for myself because all the videos on here are for me and to see my change and how much, yeah, it's just my evolution basically. And I am, you know, I planned it a lot of things, you know, and it didn't go as planned. And I've been leaning, you know, towards pivoting. I even made videos about it. I just embrace the changes. If I'm not able to do it, I just change with it. And I'm accepting a lot of things about myself. And yeah. And it's pretty cool. I feel like usually our first reaction to change is like being scared because you don't know what's next. But I'm just allowing it just to happen. And yeah, man. So I feel like, you know, the change is about to come in my life where I'm not going to be with my family anymore. I'm not going to be with my siblings anymore. And they are going to get older and I'm not going to be here for that. You know, I'm not going to be here for the usual things that they do here. And yeah, I'm just trying to embrace that. Embrace the change and just to be open-minded because I know with my words, I'm very like stuck on stuff where I'm stuck where I'm always like, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to be a mother. I don't want to get married. But I live in the world and things change a lot. A lot of things has happened that I didn't plan to happen. I didn't want to go, you know, I didn't plan to go to the Navy. I wanted to go to the Air Force, but now I'm in the Navy. So it's like, I just have to embrace where I'm at. And if I were to have a kid, I can't just regret, you know, and like live in regret and be like, I didn't want to have the kid. Like, I would just love my kid. So I'm embracing where I'm at because this human experience is just to experience life and to create and to evolve. And that is all proven by science also. You know, to change, to grow, because, you know, we were once babies and we keep getting older and older and we keep changing, keep creating. Hopefully, you know, these videos are inspiring somebody. You know, one of the things I've been like going through right now is I like deal with thoughts in my mind where I'm like, what is the meaning of all this? Like, is my existence actually helping somebody? I don't know, like, is this really meaning anything? You ever just wake up and you're like, damn, I gotta do this again? You don't even know why you gotta do it. But yeah, I've always heard that people are watching. I don't really know who's watching, but if you are watching, I'm glad. I don't know, hopefully get some inspiration out of this. But my message to you is just to create, get up and don't be afraid of change. Don't limit yourself because you will be stuck and hell is a state of mind. You know, have you ever met somebody, right, and you feel like you changed as a person, but you go back to them, they're still on the same, they're still on the same things. They complain about the same stuff. They have problems and they don't want to solve their problems or work towards solving their problems, but instead they want to sit in it. And that's going to contaminate their whole life. And that is a state of hell. I've been in that state before. It's not fun because everybody else will be moving forward and you will be stuck where you're at. So forgive. I know what they did, or whatever you experience. We all have been through pain. Any human who has lived this life has experienced pain in any sort of way. And that's just the law. Like, you just have to move on. You can't stay stuck, because this whole thing is about movement. Flow, 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 flow. I seen that TikTok. That was funny. I was at the mall and I seen that video. I was laughing so hard. But you have to forgive people. But me personally, I have a hard time with forgiving people. I accept people for who they are. I still have a lot of anger build towards a lot of people. But, still have to be mature and just keep it moving. You gotta let go. You know that little saying, let go of that guy. Yeah, you gotta change. You gotta do what you do. Move on. Start some newish. And yeah, man. You know how much I've changed? Like, I was 17 and I can't even recognize what it is. Like, I'm just like, yeah, you changed every single day. I'm not like a child anymore. Well, I am still a child, obviously, because you have to be willing to be open-minded, and you have to actually like stay in that state of mind as a child, because I don't know, we're all kids at the end of the day, y'all. It ain't what it is, it's just experiencing. But like I want to get into like reading about evolution and changing. My face is like, yeah, man. Shout out to that. Okay, I want to talk about this experience. I keep like getting off track. So I was stuck on an experience because I graduated May 22nd, 2025. I graduated at that time, and I had expectations in my mind. I just wanted more. That was it. I wanted more people to be there. I wanted more people to be excited. I just wanted to be celebrated on that day, because I feel like that was a big moment for me, of graduating. To me, it was a big moment. It was a huge moment. And, I feel like I don't agree with a lot of things my parents do. Obviously, I have to accept it because I can't change it. I can't undo anything. I just have to accept it. But there's a lot of things I don't agree with what they did, because their decisions affect me every single day. And yeah, like when I graduated, I did all that. And growing up, like at that age, I was a people pleaser. Like towards my parents, I did everything. Like if they said this and this, I'm gonna do it, or I just always followed their rules and everything. But that doesn't really get you anywhere. I changed into the person they wanted me to be. I would always just accept things and think that I'm doing good because my parents would love me. But, it gave me the opposite. They didn't respect me. They didn't see me as a human being. They forgot about me. They did all these things. They just was like, oh, Brittany got it, You know how that thing is. But, obviously I've changed and I'm doing my own thing now. And I do not listen to what they have to say, and they just have to accept me for where I'm at. All I ask from my parents is just to support me. I don't ask them for advice for anything. it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people would want advice from their parents, but it's the opposite for me. Like, I don't want to hear anything. Like, I just make decisions and they just have to accept it. And if I do make a mistake, I have to live with my mistakes. And I want that, you know? But it was just a very disappointing moment for me, even though that's the result of people pleasing. You are always going to get disappointed coming from Brittany. You know, I was a people pleaser on a box. I cared about everything, what my parents thought. So, you know, I thought I was like the best child anybody could ask for. And yeah, bro, like, they were telling me all these empty promises. They didn't do it. And I was just like, what's the point of this? Like my parents are expecting this out of me and they don't even do it themselves. And I was beyond confused. And it made me very, you know, emotional and everything. But I can't even talk. But I expected certain people to be there at that time, and none of them were there. But once I stopped caring and once I started just focusing on what I like to do, yeah, I don't give a fuck, you know, anymore. I didn't give a fuck. But once I stopped giving a fuck, that's when everybody wanted to come support me. And I don't like that. You know, I don't like it. Obviously, I played my roles, did what I did, you know, whatever. But me personally, I don't like it. You know, I feel like, I don't know, it's probably like universal laws or something. If you stop giving a fuck about something, that's when it comes to you. But I don't need you anymore because it's like, I'm not in need of you. But it's a cool experience, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I was just a bit disappointed about that, and I told my mom about that. But mom's not very here, you know. She's like my dad. They're like both emotionally unavailable people. Where if you like talk to them about something, like my mom is more so the person. If you talk to her about like real life stuff, she would just quote the Bible, you know. Like I remember I told her, "Oh, do you think it's like a good idea to get married?" And she's like, "You know, that's what Jesus wants." And you know, I'm an observer. I asked her, is she happy where she's at in her life? It was a little bit hesitant, you know. I feel like somebody who's actually happy with their life, they'll be happy to talk about it all the time. They won't keep it a secret. Me personally, I feel like if you really love somebody, it's never gonna be a secret. Like, you can't love somebody and then shit gonna be a secret. No, nigga. And it's gonna be loud, or it's gonna be clear that that person cares. I don't know. I feel like I want to change my mindset about a lot of things. I want to be more open with life. I used to be very closed off because I was afraid of doing wrong by certain people. I was afraid of this and this, but now I don't care. You know, pain, or whatever. But I want to be more open to life and its experiences. You know, I probably would be married, and I don't want to keep myself in a box to be like my marriage would be like my parents' experience or what I seen growing up. I might be in a marriage where we respect rules and we respect ourselves and we respect our, you know, our boundaries of what we made for one another, and we actually live by them and respect that. And I didn't see that growing up, bro. I didn't. Everybody was cheating. Nobody was serious. Having kids left and right with the mother and the father. The mother You know, she's doing whatever, the man's doing whatever. It's like, you know, logically thinking, you like, why would I want to do that? You know, you would want to run away from that. But I want to be open to it. Nothing is a mistake, and I want to live by my story. So yeah, man. I'm getting an Asian boyfriend. That's fine. It's whatever you want, you know. I might have to learn Mandarin. Oh no, I don't want Chinese. No, not Chinese. More so like Filipino, South Korean. You know, more so that. You know. More so that category. You know what I'm saying? More so that category. But yeah. Whatever you want. Whatever you need. Oh yeah. But yeah, this life is yours to live. Don't give anybody the controls of your life. If somebody's ever hurt you, what they talking about, bro? What they talking about? If anybody has ever hurt you, do not give them energy. Move on to the next stuff. Nobody wants you. Go where you're wanted or want yourself. You are never gonna lose in this life, bro. You always have you. So I don't care if your parents didn't love you enough. I don't care if your mom wasn't there. I don't care, because you're here. You're here. You don't owe nobody nothing. That day really taught me everything. Like, I seen it for what it was, and I was just like, I'm not about to kill myself. I went hell and back trying to prove to my parents every single thing. I went hell and back. You cannot do anything to make somebody happy. You just can't, bro. You're trying to fight for their validation. Humans are like, they move too much. You know, one day they like you, the next day they see something else and they're gonna like something else. And it's just what you have to accept. It's like that. But you always have you, bro. So, a lot of y'all, I'm gonna let you guys know, Bria, that's my inner child, you know? That's little Brittany, baby Bria. But if I ever do have a daughter, I would name her that. And if I ever have a daughter, I want my daughter to know that everything was planned. Like, everything about her life was planned. There's no mistakes. This is for you to experience. You don't go through all these trials and shit to become the best version of yourself, to evolve, to create. The world is beautiful. This life is very beautiful. If we're not stuck on something, or if we're not giving out negative energy all the damn time, the life is very beautiful. You know, you go outside, you see amazing creation. I'm in a house right now. Somebody created, and I'm using a phone that somebody created. And now I have access to the internet where I can post. It is a very freeing thing once you stop caring, or once you stop letting your ego control you, or your people-pleasing tendencies control you. Once you stop caring about what everybody think, you just think like, this is my world. Whoever goes against that has nothing to do with me, because I'm walking on my stuff, bro. I could do whatever I want. If you like somebody, tell them that you like them. They don't like you, whatever. I'm a very expressive person. I like somebody. And I always say it. The person might think I'm crazy, but I text them all the time. I check up on him. I'm like, what you doing? what you up to. Because I could wake up tomorrow and I'll probably never see that person again, or they probably never see me again. So I want to be 100% present. I'm not here to plan for futures. Well, I am here to plan for futures because I just planned that my child thing, but I just want to be 100% present where I'm at in life. So shout out to Jamal. I'll make a video about him. That's my friend. That's my friend. Shout out to him. Very somebody I really care about, and I don't really care like whatever titles is. He's just an amazing person to me, and he's a cool guy. So shout out to JP, man. I'll make a separate video about him. Yeah, Jamal is a great guy. He has helped me through lots of things. And it's not like an intentional thing where he's like sat me down and was like, this is what you need to know. But like just his presence alone, like he has a big impact on my life, and I really appreciate him. A very great person. He's like one of those people I'm like, you ever meet somebody that was like so amazing? You're like, why the hell are you just here and nobody's just like acknowledging you? And I'm like, it just feels too good to be true. I'm just like, why the hell are you just sitting here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you just sitting here? I'm just starting to think the world doesn't like good people or something. Good people are always like alone where nobody sees them. But he's like one of those people. He's a great person. Like, he radiates that positive energy. Yeah, like you could be having a bad day, you just call him. It just refreshes your whole day. And I like seeing him mad too. He's funny. I remember I was calling him a lot, and he was just like, I'm not trying to be me, but I work, and I don't even talk to my bestie all that time. Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, you ever like somebody, but you don't even have to be with them? Like I just want to see him be happy. And he's like one of those people, like you just present and be like, this is yours to have. You're a great guy. Great human. Shout out to him, man. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Probably gonna go scroll, brush my teeth, fix my hair. But yeah, this is like a cool little video about evolution. I'll drop the video in a minute. So yeah. Bye. I love you all. I'm a little now. Follow your path. Wait, what does that say? Follow me down the rabbit hole. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole. But live for yourself. This is for you to have. Stop letting people control you. Ow, my head. I'm in my ear. All right, bye.